Are the Jaguars a Super Bowl contender? That's a question a lot of football fans have been wondering this season. They sure didn't look like at the beginning of the season. They won week 1 against the Colts, then lost to the Super Bowl champion Chiefs. That's understandable, not a big deal. But then they lost against their rivals the Texans in week 3, and it wasn't even close. The offense couldn't gain any momentum, and the defense couldn't stop anything. Some were thinking it's time to panic. Then they played in London 2 games in a row. The first one was a win against the Falcons, nothing spectacular there, but then they went and beat the Bills the following week. It wasn't a clean game, but a win is a win. They beat the Colts a second time after that and beat the Saints on Thursday night. That last game got a little closer than it should have, but they didn't drop the ball and give the win away. Now they've got a 4-game winning streak and have extra days to clean up their mistakes because of the early Thursday night game. The leader of this team is 2021 number 1 pick Trevor Lawrence. This guy is just a machine out there. He picks apart teams so easily sometimes. He had a slow start to the season, but is starting to do well. The yards and TDs aren't anything that will pop out, but he is being efficient. He's got 1,643 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions on the season. Again, nothing crazy, but the best part recently has been his QB rating. In 3 of the last 4 wins, Lawrence has had at least 100 QB rating. He has also used his legs to gain some yards over the past few weeks, especially their last game. Some say that isn't a good idea because he recently suffered a knee injury. I do wish he would be a little safer as he did take some unnecessary hits, but they likely wouldn't have won if he didn't run like he did. On offense, they have a great running back, Travis Etienne. His average rush per carry isn't great, but his strength is that he's an explosive back. In the 7 games this season, he has 504 rushing yards with 7 TDs. The receivers are Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk, who are 2 different types of receivers, but both can be number 1s. Their tight end is Evan Ingram, who was great for them at the position. What really helped this team become better is a good head coach in Doug Peterson. Many people forgot that he won a Super Bowl with the Eagles back in 2017 with a backup quarterback, Nick Foles. This guy can coach and has brought out the potential in Lawrence and the rest of the offense. It's easy to see when you compare his first year as the coach to the only year as the Jaguars were under Urban Myers. I'm not even going to get into that mess, just know it was bad as it could get. Now with Doug Peterson, the Jaguars have a chance. Now to answer the question at the beginning of the video, if I were to give my honest opinion, I would say no. I have faith in the offense, but not so much in the defense. The only good player on the defense is Josh Allen. He has 7 sacks on the season, but him and linebacker Fashade Olukin are the only good players so far. The Jaguars have allowed at least 20 points in the 5 of their 7 games. Right now they are 5-2 on a 4-game winning streak and have a game against the Titans twice, Steelers, Panthers, and Buccaneers, so I think they're going to win a lot of games and getting into the playoffs. All I know is the Jaguars are fun to watch and they have a chance of going to the Super Bowl. Bitch, we some stars, pull up in foreign cars.